All right. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trent, and happy playoff baseball month for those of you who are celebrating. I know I'll be watching Tarek and the Detroit Tigers take on Cleveland Guardians tomorrow, even though their game is incredibly early in the day. But let's chat a little bit here. So I did weigh in this week, and I am at 508 pounds. Now, that is not the lowest weight that I've reached. However, it is down from the 510 pounds that I was at last week. So, hey, we're moving in the right direction, and that's all I need, right? I just need to be consistently moving that number down, and eventually I'll be out of the 500s. This last week was pretty crazy. So, for many of you who, maybe you don't know, I live in Kingman, Arizona, but we are currently down in Phoenix, Arizona, because my wife, who is battling stage 4 breast cancer, is getting radiation every day of the week. And so we're down here quite a bit. So things have been our schedule's been a little wonky, to say the least. So that's something that I've been kind of battling with this last month. Now, as far as my nutrition goes, I was able to lock in a little bit better this last week. I have been doing my ground chicken with a pack of vegetables for lunch. And then dinners have been hit and miss. We've been eating dinner with my in-laws a lot, who are actually staying down here to help us with food and transportation for Elise to get to her appointments. So it's been a great help to have them here. However, it's been a little bit hit or miss on what we do eat. My calories have been a little bit harder to track because I'm not the one preparing them. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm just grateful for their help and their willingness to be here to support Elise. Something else that's been real cool the last couple weeks is that I've actually been able to meet up with my little brother, who lives down here in Phoenix, once a week for dinner. So that's actually tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. We've been able to meet with him and have dinner, and he's lived down in Phoenix for about 4 years almost. So it's nice to be able to see him more consistently. So something I'm proud of this week is I pushed myself in the gym a little bit, and I realized that I'm actually leaving quite a bit on the table when it comes to the gym. I thought I was pushing myself pretty hard. I felt that I was getting a good burn, if you will. I felt like I was going to failure. But I learned this last week that I haven't been lifting nearly as heavy as I can. And one of the things that kept me from wanting to lift heavier is I was scared I would hurt myself. A pain in a muscle or something like that, like a pulled muscle. I'm talking like I can't get the bar back up type of thing. But this last week I was like, I'm feeling pretty good. It was a chest and tricep day, and the weight was just moving a little bit easier. So I was like, let's do this. So I threw a plate on each side, and I bench pressed it for 3 sets of 8, and I was scared to even approach a full plate because I didn't want to hurt myself. But now knowing and seeing that I could go way heavier, and I realized that, especially during my 5K training that I've been doing, my body's a lot more capable than I give it credit for. I kind of baby myself. I don't need to. I can start pushing myself a little bit harder, and I think that recognizing that this week is going to be a major transformation when it comes to the gym in the next month or so. I'm really looking forward to seeing how October changes my progression now that I'm not just burning myself out on each set, but I'm actually going to start lifting heavier. My goal isn't to be in a strongman competition. My goal is not to compete in Mr. Olympia or be on stage or any of those things, but I do just want to build more lean muscle and while also losing weight. So that term, the body recomposition that I want to go through, where I'm still putting on mass muscle wise and losing body fat. And I feel like basically I've dirty bulked my entire life all the way up to this point. And now that I'm starting to cut and shred down, I'm pretty excited to see how strong I can get myself. I know it's not going to be perfect because I'm not pumping myself full of carbs as much as I used to, but I've definitely had some carb heavier meals lately, and I can feel it in the gym. I feel stronger. I feel like my body can do more. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see my nutrition and how recognizing the fact that I could push myself a little bit further in the gym actually changes how I do things. All right, we're gonna take a little break and pop a soda here. Cheers. I love root beer. Root beer's so good. Make sure you guys are getting a little drink, a little refreshment here. Now, so let's talk about the gym and what I've been doing. So I've been training to do a couch to 5K program. I'm actually using this app called Zombies Run, and that app allows me to train 3 times a week in just an outdoor running setting, right? I actually really love this app. It makes it super fun because I've been listening to a book, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin. I can't remember his last name. I'll put it on the screen here. I've been listening to that while I listen to this program, and it just kind of gives you audio cues. Okay, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, now run, walk, all these heel lifts, all these different things. And I've been really, really enjoying that. It's actually made me like getting outside and walking and running a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to turn into some ultra athlete marathon runner. You know, definitely not in my future, but I've actually just really enjoyed getting outside and how my body has been responding and the way that my feet feel after these Hokas. And I actually, unfortunately, this last run yesterday, I kind of tweaked my knee a little bit. My left knee hurts a lot today, which was weird. So I didn't run today, but I've been doing that 3 times a week. That's all the training that requires. Now, on the other days where I'm not running, I've been lifting. And I've been kind of giving my lower body a break. I'll do some more quad work, just kind of work my quads a little bit. But I haven't been doing a whole lot of presses and things like that. I'll do some squats and things just to kind of try and keep my quads okay. But I've been trying to rest my legs a lot. So I've actually been doing a back and biceps day and a chest and triceps day, and then kind of a full upper body as my 3rd training day at the gym. So the way my normal week works, today's Monday. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm actually going to go to the gym and I'm going to hit chest and tricep. Tomorrow is a Zombies Run day. Then Wednesday is a back and bicep day. Then it's another Zombies Run day. And then it's a full upper body. I kind of treat it more like a full body. And I'll do some light leg stuff just because I'm trying to get my legs fresh to do the zombies training. And then the next day is my final run day, with Sunday being a complete rest day. I give myself Sundays completely off, and I don't really do anything other than some light walking. That's just the way my training split has been going this last 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm starting week 3 on this training program for Zombies Run, and I've been really enjoying it. I've been really liking getting outside and doing these walk run things. I'll do them usually at night, so that's not a whole lot of footage of it just because it's dark, but I'll try to get some more clips of me doing that so you guys can actually see what it's like. And then going to the gym on the other days. So that's just it's been a really nice split. You can let me know in the comments if I'm messing up or if you have any suggestions by not training my legs. I just feel like I'm 508 pounds, moving this weight, and I feel like my legs are getting plenty enough work moving me up and down the streets of Phoenix out here. So, but yeah, let me know if I'm messing up or if you have any suggestions. If you're an avid runner, let me know what you guys use. Low key, chafing's been an issue. I'm a big guy, so I'm not unused to chafing, but chafing's been a little bit of an issue the last couple days. God, I can't believe I'm putting that on the internet, but here we are. Ooh. All right. So, I think that having a goal like the 5K and the Walk for Hope to raise money for cancer is actually been super good for my mental health, because watching someone you care about go through radiation every day, go through, getting an infusion, finding out that her blood levels were so low that they literally called us and said, hey, you need to go to the emergency room. And they gave her 2 bags of blood. It's scary. It's a lot of stress. And I think doing this, for myself, but also knowing that it's something that I can use to help her, has just been a real good mental health thing for me. Having a support system. That is actually something I'm getting back onto. I haven't been meeting with my therapist for the last 4 weeks just because we've been down in Phoenix every week, so I haven't had a chance to meet with her in person. We'll be getting back into that because I feel that accountability missing. I also feel the stress of all this has been kind of weighing down on me, so I'm excited to get back into that as well. But having my guys that just kind of keep me accountable, that are rooting for me, even on the other week where I had to tell them I gained 2 pounds, their support means the world. And having my mom there, and my brothers, and my wife, who is my biggest supporter and biggest advocate for all of this, it's huge. And I don't know where I would be without any of them, to be honest. It's been nice to have those supports, especially as a caregiver for somebody who's going through what she's going through, fighting for her life every day. It's not easy, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Obviously, I would. If I could cure her in an instant or take it myself, I would, with no hesitation. But since I can't do that, I wouldn't trade what I'm doing for her or how I'm being here for her for anything. There's nothing else I would rather be doing. But I think something that's even crazier to talk about is the fact that it's almost October. Wednesday is October. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my October goals, which is I want to lose 10 pounds in October. So I want to be officially out of the 500s. That is totally attainable and absolutely doable. I want to be out of the 500s by the end of October. I am going to do this by committing to 10,000 steps a day. Now, that is a drastic increase from what I normally have on a daily basis, but I'm going to achieve that by including morning walks every morning. I feel like that is something that I'm totally capable of doing. I can get a mile in 20 minutes, and that's plenty of good early morning steps, and then just increasing my cardio throughout the day. On top of training for a 5K, I just feel like getting those steps and increasing my cardiovascular health is it's a win-win. I feel like that's a easy W for me to continue through. Now, also, on top of those morning walks, I want to continue to do these weekly check-in videos with you guys. I'm going to be doing the weigh-in videos. I've been really enjoying just updating you guys every day. You'll see those in shorts, and I'll keep doing the posts. I post a lot on my Instagram and my TikTok, so definitely follow along if you want more daily what I'm thinking posts. Those 2 social medias are where I just brain dump a lot throughout my day, and try to connect a little bit more. I feel like doing that and building this is just it's been great. So yeah, that's this week. That's the check-in. Let me know what you guys are working on. Make sure you subscribe, follow along if you're looking to lose weight or if you're just interested in my journey and seeing me actually do it this time. So I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.
Peace.